People from Japan are some of the happiest and most passionate about food of any race. Any Japanese person you talk to about a recent trip to Japan will almost always talk about the food they ate. So much so that for many Japanese people, food is one of the main reasons they move outside of their home country. Here in this video, we are going to explore Japan's must-try dishes and cultural delights. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get regular updates. Let's get started. Japan has a lot of towns and places that are famous for one thing: a type of sweet, fish, noodles, seaweed, tofu, and so on. Japanese people love food so much that you can almost always find a show about it on TV at any time of the day or night. Careful planning, preparation, and appearance are very important parts of Japanese food. Food is an art form, and chefs who have trained for years can often make even the most basic foods look fancy. In Japan, the following are the main foods that people eat the most. Number 5. Rice. Japanese people have eaten rice for over 2,000 years. It was once used as money and is still a main ingredient in many meals. Japanese people are taught from a very young age that harvesting rice takes a lot of work. Because of this, rice is rarely lost and any extra is used in some way. It's common to eat donburi, onigiri, kayu, a rice porridge, mochi, pounded rice cakes, and chazuke, cooked rice with green tea, often served with salmon or cod roe. Number 4. Seasonal and local food. Japan takes great pride in its 4 different seasons, and with each one comes a new set of tasty foods. This is very clear in grocery stores, restaurants, hotels, and inns where meals are often changed to reflect what is fresh and available. There is so much variety in food that it's not too much of an exaggeration to say that many Japanese would have trouble naming all the different kinds of seaweed, mushrooms, and fish that are sold in their local store. Kaiseki food, also called kaiseki ryori, is made up of small plates with up to 12 beautifully presented courses. These can include steamed, simmered, or grilled dishes, sashimi, tempura, soup, rice, pickles, and a small dessert. Most of the time, dishes are based on what is available and in season. This wonderful treat for all the senses is best enjoyed in Kyoto. Due to the wide range of regional specialties, called maibutsu in Japanese, many restaurants are happy to serve them. Number 3. Fish is a big part of the Japanese diet, that much is clear. In Japan, you can eat fish almost alive, odorigai, still dancing, raw, nama, or sashimi, cooked, yaki, or deep-fried, tempura. It looks like they've tried and tested every way to cook fish. It's hard to believe how many kinds of fish are available. Tsukiji Fish Market is the world's biggest wholesale fish and seafood market. If you like fish, you have to go there for breakfast in the morning to get some of the freshest sushi in the world. Many sushi places in Japan serve sushi on a belt for people who don't want to eat fish for breakfast in the morning. Number 2. Meat and other foodstuffs. Japan has a lot more food than just fish. Japan has a huge range of fruits and vegetables, many types of noodles, one served with ice, and some of the best pastries outside of France. Some say the best in the world, but the French might disagree. If you want something sweet, Kobe is the place to go. It has so many great shops. Kobe beef is a gourmet food that is known all over the world. It comes from cows that are raised in strict accordance with custom, and it has a great flavor that melts in your mouth. You should expect to pay a lot of money for a real Kobe beef steak at a good restaurant though. Number 1. Vegetarians. Don't worry if everything so far sounds like it's mostly about meat and fish. Japan has a lot of vegetarian choices. Japan had a law against eating meat for more than 1,000 years before 1868. You should try the delicious zarusoba, buckwheat noodles served cold with a sauce for dipping, a bowl of udon, thicker noodles in a mountain vegetable soup, tofu steak, or okonomiyaki. If you want to try something new, you could try natto, which is made from fermented soybeans and is sticky and a little smelly. People in Japan compare it to Marmite. You either love it or hate it. Eating out in Japan. When you eat out in Japan, it's not just about the food. It's also about the experience. There are a lot of different types of Japanese restaurants, and some of the most well-known are kaiten sushi places, which are becoming more popular in the West. Don't rule out fair food. It has a lot of interesting foods, like okonomiyaki, shaved ice, and takoyaki, which are small pieces of octopus cooked in a dough that looks like bread. Izakayas, which are Japanese pubs, are the best places to go if you want a wider range of food and drinks. They offer a lot of options at pretty low prices. Izakaya often has deals called tabehode or nomihode. For a set price, you can eat or drink as much as you want for an hour or two. Well-illustrated menus or plastic food displays at the entry that Madame Tussaud would be proud of make it easier to decide what to eat. Just point and see what you get. Japan used to get by on a diet of mostly fish and veggies. Now, there are many well-known fast food chains to choose from. Religious and cultural ceremonies. For religious and cultural events, the most important times of the year in Japan are New Year's, which takes place from January 1st to 3rd, and Obon, which normally happens around August 16th. Japanese people visit the graves of their ancestors to pray for them every New Year. It's also important to visit the shrine for the first time in the new year to bring luck for the coming year. Some people in Obon think that the spirits of the dead come to visit the living. In contrast to Halloween, these scary ghosts are accepted, and Japanese people visit their family graves. When someone is born, the family goes to a shrine to celebrate. 3, 5, and 7 years old are important ages for remembering the end of childhood. At these times, little kids wear expensive kimono and are taken to sites like Tokyo's Meiji Shrine. The official age of growing maturity is 20. In early January, town halls hold large coming-of-age ceremonies that are similar to graduations. After the ceremonies, young people joyfully wear bright kimono and visit shrines. Today, weddings in Japan are a big mix of East and West. Shinto ceremonies in traditional clothes can happen at a temple as part of a Japanese wedding. There may also be a Western-style reception at a hotel or restaurant. For a how-to wedding, white wedding, it is now common for the girl to wear a wedding dress. Lucky charms. People in Japan believe in fate, luck, and superstitions. A lot of people buy small charms at churches or temples and then hang them on their cars, on their purses, on their cell phones, or on keychains to bring them luck. As luck would have it, different charms can help you pass a test or get pregnant. Votive tablets, or ema, are many hung wooden boards around the temple grounds. They are often used to write prayers. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a thumbs up and let me know what other topics you'd like to see covered in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.